Study lab is over. Gotta go. Talk tomorrow?
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm Anthony Marcusa with In the Seats. We're talking to Asa Butterfield for The Space Between Us. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So this film, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of different genres and tones. And I'm wondering, when you first read the script, what aspect of the film appealed to you most?
There were a few things. I thought immediately the character kind of stood out to me. Someone who's never experienced anything on Earth before. I just thought that was a really interesting idea, and I knew that I'd kind of have a lot of fun with it and creativity. And then, as you said, the story kind of spans loads of different genres. It's got the science fiction backdrop. It's a love story. I think it's a coming of age film more than anything. Yeah.
How do you play someone who has no idea what's going on Earth? Because that sounds really nice.
I don't really know. You kind of have this like childish thing going on, like you're a kid and you're just like inspired by everything and interested in everything and in awe. And I think that's a really important part of it. But honestly, I don't really know. You don't really have a reference point for this character. So I was just trying different things, seeing what stuck.
Mm-hmm. And so you're on Mars, and then you're back on Earth, and you're traveling around the West Coast and the Southwest U.S. What was your favorite scene shooting in the film?
It's a scene we have with the crop duster, with the plane,
Mm-hmm.
which comes in. We were filming in Albuquerque, so I really enjoyed being able to do my own stunts. So this, as always, it's just like it's good fun, and the scene's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, we just had a good laugh at that.
And you're supposed to be hobbled too, right? As you're running through this field and running away, but you're not accustomed
To the gravity.
to Earth. So I imagine that adds a little more.
It adds another layer to it. Yeah, that's for sure. This whole idea is a very important part of the character throughout the film, kind of tracking it. And what I would do, kind of in preparation, I would attach weights to my ankles and kind of strap sandbags to me just to feel what it was like to weigh that much, and then just practice kind of walking, feeling how it changed the way that you do things, and then recreating that without the weights.
Mm-hmm. And that scene, you're with co-star Britt Robertson, and the second half of the film is your love story, and you're kind of running off together. How do you build that chemistry with her, and can you talk about the first meeting?
How do you build that chemistry? I don't know. You just be nice, and she's really easy to get along with, and she's sort of chilled out. She's very, she's good fun, and there's sort of people I'd like to hang out with. So as long as you feel comfortable around them and you don't kind of hate them, then it's not too hard to kind of have that kind of chemistry. But we didn't have any rehearsal time before. She started working 2 weeks into the shoot, so we just hit the ground running with our relationship.
I suppose that's fitting for the nature of the scenes in the film.
Yeah.
And another co-star, Gary Oldman. I'm wondering if you could speak a little bit about working with him and just kind of his impressive presence, I suppose, on set.
Impressive is one word for it. Gary's, he's an incredible actor, kind of first and foremost, but he really kind of, I found he's incredibly generous with his time and with his support to not just like the other actors, but everyone on the set. He really made people just feel like they were being looked after, and he sort of stood up for everyone, and he's just very passionate as an actor, and in a project where you don't have much time, and you're really kind of always jumping the gun, and you always got more to do. You really need someone who's got that energy and who's got that focus.
Mm-hmm. And you've been doing a lot of work lately. I'm wondering if there's something about this film that you learned about acting, about doing, continuing in film. Is there something that stood out?
In acting, not that I can think off the top of my head. I'm sure there is, but it's all kind of buried subconsciously. It's the first time I was living by myself somewhere, and I was in Albuquerque, so that was interesting as a kind of, just as a personal thing. Just learning to kind of be more independent was good fun.
Mm-hmm. And so what's next for you then?
What is next?
Or rather, what do you want to do next?
It's a very different question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I want to do next, honestly. Like, I read a lot of great scripts, all of which I could sort of see myself doing, but I don't have any kind of goal in mind, if you know what I mean. I'm just see what happens, and if it's a great story and I get excited by it, then that's what I want to do next. It's always kind of changing.
Gardner? Gardner!
He wasn't mine.
We found it.
Let's go.
Friend of yours?
You made me human.
And no matter what happens,
It was worth it. All of it.